The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy, really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Sanders on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing here on third down. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
there. Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Now on second and 16, Mayfield. And there's the first NFL catch. For N'Keal Harry.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and 7, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's first and 10 at the 14. Here's Geis, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Sanders. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man open. That's Harry. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. N'Keal Harry with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his man. It's Williams. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. Gets past 1 man. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. A nice throw there by the second year. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Here's Darnold. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is the tight end, Njoku. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. So we have reached halftime. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Saints to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 24, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Mayfield now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A play fake, and it's Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Here we go. Here we go.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
53, 53 plus. Record.
Again, Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. David Njoku hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. What's good on the extra point? And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. But Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Rashad Penny. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run with their fullback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Let's go, let's go.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Another run with Sanders. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal, everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now it's Darnold looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but